Self-assessment is at the heart of effective practice. At the end of the teaching block, when teachers meet to discuss the impact of their teaching, they center their reflections around three basic questions. How well did my strategies and approaches work? How do I know? What will I do next to move the students' learning forward? As you view this session, consider, what evidence of student learning did the teachers bring to the meeting? What questions did they ask to focus their discussion? What are the benefits of this process? And I think the purpose of today would be to determine whether our strategies were effective or not, and to really look at what worked, what didn't work, and to see where they are at now in their learning process, in that continuum of writing, and determine some more next steps, because learning is always ongoing, correct? So we'll start off with you, Neil.
Our task was procedural writing. With our grade 6 students, we were working on making a dish, and it was for a cooking show. They had to come up with a script and also with the directions on how to make that dish. So the example here that we're going to use, a sample, is taco salad, and I'll just read it out loud. This salad is easy and fast for rush hour supper. If you follow these instructions, you will master making taco salad. Here's what you will need. Measuring cups, a large bowl, a small spoon here. Step 1, cut the lettuce into bite-sized pieces. Have parents help you cut up the lettuce. Step 2, grate the cheese into a bowl. Step 3, brown the hamburger. I browned this hamburger at home with the help of my parents. Make sure you get them to help you at home so the grease doesn't fly off and start a house fire. Now you are ready for the final steps. Step 1, pour the salad dressing over the salad. Step 2, use the tongs to toss and coat the lettuce mixture with the dressing. Tips: makes 8 side dishes and serve with your favorite meat or dish. So that was one of the things I was really looking for, was that they were using concise verbs, they were using that imperative, they were giving orders, and that it didn't have any extra words in there that they didn't need, and that it gave them precise instructions that they needed to do.
Okay, so, and understanding that purpose of the text form and conveying to the audience and to the purpose of their writing. So, okay. So,
if we want to look first at the knowledge and understanding, if we look at our rubric, it's saying here that it demonstrates knowledge and understanding of the text form, genre, format, and the procedural text includes. So they're looking for sequential instructions stating a goal, the requirements, and a series of instructions, sufficient details so that the reader better understands how to make the dish, and details related to the dish. So overall we're looking at that.
Well, definitely clear steps, very sequential, laid out well.
he states the goal up front.
Yeah,
This is how you make taco salad.
Yep.
So the structure is there. There are subtitles that really helps the reader to organize.
Step 1, step 2, so on.
A few things here, like if you look at the consistency as far as the subtitles, the layout, it could be a little more organized as far as you need spacing here, and these should all be the same fonts. So maybe something small, but one thing that I noticed in this final copy.
Well, and indenting the words so that the subtitle shows up more clearly would be an easy next step, just that formatting. But
And that's formatting.
yeah,
So
exactly.
That's
So.
yeah.
Okay, so I think if you're looking at the level 3 here, it's saying demonstrates considerable knowledge of understanding the text form, genre, and format. As far as looking over, does he state the goal? Yes, he does. The requirements that you need. He has all the steps. He has also the here it says caution: have an adult supervise at all times. One thing with this piece was that they had to write it for. It was a children's cooking show, so they had to think of that audience too. So one thing, you can see that he's aware of that he's telling that adult must supervise, so that the children weren't using the stove or knives, those kind of things.
So he's been able to really use that precise descriptive language. As far as what he's trying to accomplish with this procedural text, as the reader of this procedure, I'm able to walk away and be able to make taco salad because the instructions are clear, they're precise, and they enable the reader to complete the accomplish the task.
There's enough detail that there's no steps left out, so you make it successfully.
Yeah, so
Try it at home. So for level, I think if you look at the level 4 criteria here, yeah, I think it is a high degree of clarity and focus, and he does have an understanding of the minor format, but I would say it's level 4.
now before we decide that it is
Yeah.
a level 4, could we look, I know we don't have anchors for this
Yeah.
procedure piece of writing, but we do have an anchor for a previous writing task.
Okay.
And that would just give us an foundation or an anchor to just refer to as far as sentence structure and what kind of words that a grade 6 student should be performing at.